Here's a headline for you. The Chinese spy balloon is a Sputnik moment for America. Congressman Mike Waltz, Republican from the great state of Florida, wrote that, and he joins me now. Congressman, I remember Sputnik. Back in the late 1950s, Russia put up that satellite, and we were all amazed at this thing. Why is this balloon a Sputnik moment?
You're dating yourself, Stu. Look, at the time, I think Americans obviously knew we were in a Cold War, but it wasn't until the Soviets beat us to space and put a satellite up to where there was a collective wake-up call to where that this is a true competitor. They're very serious, and we need to get serious about the competition that we're in. So just as that was a wake-up call in 1957, when I'm sure you were probably 2 years old at best, look, Stu, this needs to be a wake-up call now. You know, and we've talked a lot about the tidal wave of espionage from the Chinese Communist Party in our Confucius Institutes, in our universities, our research labs, in Wall Street, even in the Fed, and really, truly across the board. But hopefully this will make folks realize that we are in a Cold War. The Chinese Communist Party has entered a Cold War with us, seeks to supplant us, and seeks to defeat us. What makes it so much dangerous is that they control so many of our supply chains. So again, when you see made in China, folks, put it down. This is a national security issue to bring those supply chains home.
Former President Trump and some of his top national security officials, they are refuting claims that Chinese balloons flew over the U.S. during his administration. Watch this again, please. Roll it.
Well, it's not true. I can refute it. Former Secretary of Defense Mark Esper refuted it yesterday. Former Secretary of State and CIA Director Mike Pompeo has refuted it. Every time something goes wrong in the Biden administration, there's one of two responses. They either find a way to blame the Trump administration, or they try and find a way to say the Trump administration did it too. And that's what they're trying to say here. This happened during the Trump administration. It didn't.
Well, Congressman...
and you would have heard about it before.
Well, Congressman, were balloons floating around under Trump?
You know, I do think this is spin on the Biden White House's part to say, well, it happened back then, they didn't shoot it down, and therefore to justify their dithering and inaction here. My office has been briefed by the Office of Secretary of Defense and the current Pentagon that it happened over Florida, it happened over Texas, and that it's happened before. We have more detailed questions, but what's unclear, Stu, and this is the key point, is did the Pentagon under the Trump administration brief the Trump White House and give them the option to take action, or did they decide not to brief them for whatever reason? And there's some speculation. I've talked to Trump White House officials over the weekend that the Pentagon deliberately didn't because they thought Trump would be too provocative and too aggressive. So that's what we need to get to the bottom of. And one person I'm waiting to hear from that we haven't heard from in that whole list is former Secretary of Defense and General Mattis, who was the secretary during this time period. What did he know, and what did he decide to pass on and brief to the president?
At some point, the balloon will disappear from our headlines, but I don't think it's happening yet. It's going to be there for a while, I believe. Congressman Mike Waltz, thank you.
Well, it was a national embarrassment, Stu, and an international embarrassment.
Exactly.
And we need to get to the bottom of it. But thank you.
Yep. Okay, Congressman, we'll see you again soon. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks.